Hello to all my guys, girls, gays, zays, and everybody in between. Welcome to the ShElite Showcase. I am your hostess with the mostest, the shaman of ShElite, the hardest working woman in podcasting, Miss Katie Kinsey, baby.
Baby.
Joining me again, back off the
ShElite Showcase. Acknowledge me.
God fucking damn it. My lovely co-host. The Young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire-breathing, the Rhodes family eating, the spice of life, the sassiest senor that I know, the hangman Adam Page, to my whittle devil Adam Cole, baby. Miss Y2 Garcia Savannah. What's up?
What's up, Katie? To everyone who watches, I was supposed to be here last week, or actually I wasn't. I was supposed to be in Cancun. However, there is, I believe, still going on a hurricane over there. I still somehow got last minute plans made on Wednesday, so I wasn't able to make it anyway. But yeah, I was supposed to be in Cancun, but plans changed. It got postponed, so
that's all right. You're here now.
Exactly, and that's
all that matters. I'm contemplating, and I'll ask you on the fly. So, my birthday's in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Do we do birthday celebration next Thursday or the Thursday after my birthday?
That's a good question. Maybe after your birthday, since you'll already be it would have already happened,
Yeah. Post show.
Or actually, hold on, give me 1 second, because
I swear to God, if you say, "Oh, I'm not gonna."
Okay, no, we're good.
Okay, so like it's like the 25th.
Yes.
Okay, yes. You will be here. Okay.
I was like, I don't need to say anything, Katie. You know what it means.
I know what she's saying. She's saying it all without saying it all.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is preemptive. 2 weeks from now, Katie's birthday celebration. I'd love that we could do both of ours.
Hell yeah.
Just say Katie Fat Stacks, bitch, get out of here.
Okay, goodbye, guys.
Not. I have this argument with people all the time. I'm just irresponsible with my money.
No, it's okay. I'm irresponsible with my money, Katie, all right?
That's all right.
Just saying, this Kenny wall's not going to fill itself. That Bucks wall's not going to fill itself. And they decided to drop figures for all of them in the same collection, so.
And just wait until I get you to Vegas next year. Oh, we're gambling.
Oh, yeah, I know. As much as I don't want to, it just reels you in.
I just do slots. I don't do table games.
Oh, I do slots too. I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm like, I think so. I just pressed the button.
I'm here.
I wish I had Nick Jackson's luck.
Yeah, it's kind of unfair to see people win big.
It's because you have to play big to win big. And I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna cough up more than $20. I'm sorry.
I just don't. I like just let me do my penny slots and let me have a good time and let me win a little bit,
Hell yeah! let me win $5 at least.
I'll bet millions of dollars on my slot game that I play on my phone.
I was gonna say I'll bet the big money's on Deal or No Deal at Peter Piper.
Yeah, I'll do it where I can't lose all that money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're not here to talk about gambling. We're not here to talk about Vegas.
Yet.
We got time. We're here to talk about all of the shit that happened this past week.
Bro, shit happened. That's all. I'm angry. I'm not happy.
Lord, let's talk about what had happened this past week in wrestling. So, before we get to the pay-per-views that happened this past weekend, first, Bad Blood is coming back. It's actually going to take place on the Advocate's birthday. Reek's birthday is October 5th.
All right.
And it will be in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's why they had Cody Rhodes announce it.
Well, of course. He's actually there right now for a work trip, which is kind of ironic. So that's coming back. I believe they said 20 some years, to the day, which is kind of cool.
Everybody's bleeding on that day.
Everybody's bleeding in wrestling. Good lord. Especially in AEW. Like, yo.
Bro, I know.
It's telling me. But yeah, so we got new pay-per-views coming back, or old pay-per-views being revived, I should say.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it.
Yeah. On SmackDown, and new WWE Tag Team Champions DIY. Yay!
Someone, it was Champa, I believe, posted the iconic it's that time of the month, I'm fucking
Always.
Anyways, Champa posted the iconic Triple H, post-title win picture. It's like tradition, as is tradition. And people were like, why is Ciampa in a suit and stuff? Like, people were like, oh my god, how selfish is Triple H? Like, he has to hold the belt.
Dude, it's so funny. And it's the exact same picture they took when they won the NXT tag titles. I was like, oh, cute.
And they won the titles the same way, no? Yeah.
Yeah.
The double submission hold, like in the middle. Oh, that was...
Twitch pisses me off on my phone. I'm just going to come here now. That's fine, Matt. That's
as long as you're watching somewhere.
YouTubes and the Twitches. We do both. Yeah, they did a shatter machine in honor of the Revival, formerly known as Fear the Revolver and the Old One, who apparently came back at tapings last night, because people are saying the Fear the Revolver looks like he took some steroids because he's jacked, like jacked.
Bro, I mean, when you're about to do fucking jail time, you gotta bulk up.
Not doing jail time.
No, but he didn't know that. He had to be ready.
Fair. Yes, this is true. But yeah, the DIY did win the exact same way. They beat the Revival for those titles, double submission in the middle of the ring. Now let's get to Money in the Bank.
I don't want to get to Money. Well, I kind of want to get to Money in the Bank. Kind of.
So let's start with what happened first.
Okay.
Winning the men's ladder match. Drew McIntyre himself. What's up, Jalen? He said a promise. He said, I'm gonna win the Money in the Bank, and I'm gonna cash in the same night, and I'm gonna walk out World Heavyweight Champion.
Not chick.
X. Because during the title match later in the night between Damian Priest and Seth Rollins, Drew's music hits. Now, I don't know if this is the ref's fault or the people in the back's fault, as she holds her Diet Pepsi can. Someone somewhere fucked up because Seth had Priest pinned. Priest did not.
Yeah, that was a little whack.
So there was some things happening there. Is that
what is that? Fencing. Looks like fencing.
A little fencing guy. That's so cute. I really can't see that. That's terrible.
We're like,
yeah. I wear glasses. So I gotta put another fucking pair on. Jesus. But Drew cashes in. He's getting ready. Oh, he typed in fight, and that's what came up. That's amazing. And now we know on YouTube comments. But he cashes in, becomes a triple threat, hits the Claymore. CM Phil, Punk. Oh, because me and Savannah are going to fight about Phil. Punk came back after Drew beat this man within an inch of his life and dropped him on the top of the kind of entrance ramp. It's not really a ramp anymore. The entranceway in his hometown of Chicago, dropped him like a sack of potatoes right at the top. So obviously Punk, being a vengeful man, was gonna get revenge. This man flew to Scotland to screw over Drew. What made you guys think he wasn't gonna show up in Toronto or wherever the fuck it was in Canada?
Toronto, yeah.
Like, he was gonna show up. As soon as Drew won that case, it was signed, sealed, delivered. He was gonna lose. So that's McIntyre and Punk got to duke it out. Hell in a Cell, 3 stages of hell. I don't care what I get. Bad Blood, possibly. Let's drag it out to October.
Bro, is CM Punk gonna be the bane of Drew's existence for that much longer? Dude, my poor. Well, actually, it could make sense because that could make sense. Actually, it could work to like push it back until October, especially because Bad Blood. Haha. That's it. Baby, now they got bad blood. Anyways, that could work because Drew's suspended. So,
well, he does have a possible meeting with Adam Pearce on Monday.
He's gonna kick his ass and like he'll. I think he's gonna take the suspension at this point. I feel like Drew's just gonna.
He put hands on.
Drew is gonna fly off the handle, and I don't fucking blame him. And Matt, don't you start with the Drew screw Drew. Don't you start with that.
Let me. Hey, you always play devil's advocate. Let me do it for a change, eh? Let me fuck around real quick. Let me put my horns on here. Drew prayed for this man's downfall and talked shit every chance he could and acted like Punk. CM Punk wasn't gonna retaliate every time. So, like, hey, maybe Drew talked shit about the wrong person too many times. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look, maybe he did talk a lot of shit, but like, okay. It's because this time around, it's because he attacked him in Chicago. Yeah. It's because maybe this time around he attacked Punk in Chicago. But why did he attack a Punk in Chicago?
Because Punk attacked him in Scotland.
Exactly. He cost him the title in his hometown. Why did Punk cost him the title?
Okay, hold on. let me work backwards here. Well, it's because Drew words. Let me try one more time. I swear.
Words aren't wording. It's okay.
The English I don't know her. Drew just was talking shit and flaunted the title that he had for 5 minutes in Punk's face at Mania.
Okay, but he already got his revenge by costing him the title at that same night.
But then Drew kept talking shit.
Well, I would too if someone cost me the title I just fucking won. Hi, Allison.
Hi for traffic.
Dude was bored at work. He tweeted it out.
Yeah, I tweeted it out, and then he said, "Oh, never mind." He said, "JK."
Fuck. He said, "Fuck."
Yeah. So, but that's not the. Let's not dwell. Let's not dwell on that. Let's talk about Tiffy time.
Tiffy time. I know.
Tiffany wins.
That's why I said I kind of want to talk about Money in the Bank.
Okay. Matt said started pre-Rumble with Drew talking shit. Kind of true. When Punk came back in Survivor Series, Drew and Seth were not very happy. Justice for Drew. Fuck Punk. Says Drew. Then he heard him and said he prayed for it. I mean, Drew do be talking some shit. Like I said, he did talk a lot of shit. But, guys, Tiffy time. Women's Money in the Bank. Can we give a special shout out to almost cha-ching Chelsea. Chelsea, great.
She was close, man. She was close.
Justice for Chelsea. Goddamn.
I thought she was gonna win. There was a moment right when she was at the top, and then who pushed her off? Someone.
Tiff.
It was Tiff. Okay, I wasn't sure. All I remember was that Tiffy ended up with the briefcase. It's because I watched it on a road trip, guys. I watched the freaking pay-per-view on a road trip, and so sometimes things got a little spotty or buffering. So
that's all right. That's why I'm here. They're still just going off about Punk. And the yeah, but so the table spot that Miss Chelsea Green did was
that was glorious.
An homage to her table spot that she had at the Queen of the Mountain match 2 years ago. It's the anniversary.
It's a glorious spot, though. Oh, that shit looked like.
Oh my god! And if you look, like they released like a different angle, so like the top down camera view.
Ooh, I that.
She had to veer to like the right in order to go through the tables. They weren't directly like behind her.
She somehow managed to move herself to like.
Yeah, if you watch, she had to like jump and pray. She said, "Thank God." Matt said, sorry, typing is way slower. Moving on. It's okay, Matt. Appreciate you. Tiff won. She said won, stupid Siri. But everyone's talking about Chelsea, so who's the real winner? All of the women in the match. Zoe Stark died. Chelsea died. All these women dead. These are just a bunch of ghosts that were in the Money in the Bank. Because, Lord, those women did not fuck around in that match. And you know what? I love that. I love that for them. Like, please, put your body on the line. Tell me everything. But yeah, now we have Tiffy time. I have an awesome theory about when she'll cash in. Now, as we know, it is Queen Nia and Pam with the yams, Bailey herself, at SummerSlam next month for the women's title. Now, Tiff and Nia kind of got this like bodyguard type thing going on right now. What if, hear me out, Tiffany somehow helps Nia win the belt, but then cashes in after Nia wins, beats the shit out of her, very much like Alexa did at Money in the Bank 17. 18. I don't know.
18. No.
It was the second year.
17 17.
I threw all my Money in the Bank notes away from when I did the tier video. I had them all written down. Yeah, but like something like that, I think she could definitely do. So that's my awesome theory about when she'll cash.
That's just a theory.
That's just a theory. Match was match of the pay-per-view. Women always show out in Money in the Bank and Rumble. True. Jesus. Hit your mic all like aggressive with that can.
Anyways,
let's talk about the thing that impressed me the most at Money in the Bank. So Trish comes out and she's talking. She's like, Canada, yes. And then
all right.
As soon, Savannah, I'm not even kidding. As soon as this man lifted up the towel, I have tears when I was talking about it again. As soon as he lifted up the towel,
yeah, we were all.
I was crying for a half an hour.
And I only cried for 20 minutes. Yeah, no kidding. Like,
no, literally. You can't tell because of the reflection of my glasses, but I have tears in my eyes right now.
Dude, that's it.
Talking about it.
Bro, that's literally the end of an era. Like, I'm legit. Like, that's why I'm like, I have to go to Mania, bro. I have to.
So he did specify in the post-show interview conference thing, as I try and like blink tears away here. So Mania's not his last match. It's his last WrestleMania, but he wants to do 30 to 40 dates next year. Like, he wants to go January to December.
Okay.
That's a tentative idea. Hold on, I took a screenshot.
Okay, but still,
yeah. So, like, we have to be there. He will retire the jorts following his retirement.
No!
Any other time he shows up on TV, he will be in a suit and tie.
Okay, Cody Rhodes.
And he did it before Cody Rhodes. And this is the thing that I'm very much okay with. He's hinted at entering the Rumble and getting after title number 17.
Dude, that has to happen before he retires.
If Cena retires without hitting 17 and breaking Ric Flair's fucking streak, like, I can't have Ric Flair being the person who's held the most titles. I can't. I'm sorry, world titles, let me specify. I can't. I will not have it. If it's not Cena, it's got to be Randall. If it's not Randall, I don't know what I'm going to do here.
Bro, we got to, like, start doing the Charlotte Flair. Like, just start throwing titles like it's nobody's business at somebody.
I'm down. Say less.
Say less.
But I was not okay. As someone who has been a Cena stan since he debuted,
ruthless aggression.
I'm gonna have to, like, listen, I'll do a haul of all the Cena shit I still have that I can find.
Oh, that's what you gotta wear at Mania.
I'm gonna have to get the new shirt.
Oh, for sure. Hell yeah.
because I should have texted my friend who like works for W and be like, why the fuck is he retiring? And also, can you give me a shirt? Because I don't pay for one. I don't want to do it. But like I have like wristbands and figures. Like this is my guy. That was like I would get a John Cena shirt for my birthday or Christmas every year.
Aww.
Like like when he did like all the like the Fruity Pebbles colors and shit.
Yeah, when you would switch the rainbow up, like
I have almost all of them, if not all of them.
That's kind of cute. They're cute shirts. They're pretty shirts. I love when he changes it up.
They're nice. I wore the Cena green one to Money in the Bank when I went.
That's fair because it's green. Yeah.
Is green is Cena. I have my chain that people still ask me about. That was from the shop from like 2005.
That's insane, but that's a good flex also.
It's a huge, like, I will eventually do a haul. I will do a haul of all the Cena shit. I'll make a nice little YouTube video about it. Put it on the channel. Fuck around a little, you know? Do something fun.
Fuck around and find out how much Cena stuff you have.
Jonathan Felix Anthony Cena. That's for you. I'm not even kidding. The fact that that's his real name is insane.
I know. That's
Felix Anthony. Who are you?
Yeah, just stick with John Cena.
Yeah, so I told TC and Rick, because I did their show that's coming out on Monday. I was like, if you see me crying at Mania, no, you didn't.
No, you not.
It's Katie's Cena shrine. The funny thing is, it's not really a shrine. They're kind of just like scattered everywhere. Like I got a bar mirror that's currently covered up a little bit by my core stuff.
Katie's Cena shit.
Katie's Cena stuff.
Okay, that's better.
YouTube appropriate.
Cowboy stuff. Cowboy stuff.
Cowboy things.
Because we're not supposed to say.
Oh, we'll talk about your cowboy in a second.
No, we won't. Okay.
I don't want to build a shrine like fucking Helga from Hey Arnold. She's got like her Arnold shrine in the closet.
Like this is like my shrine.
You have 3 shrines.
I do have 3 shrines. Yeah.
Technically,
the Bucks one is the biggest shrine. That was like the whole ass for.
I know. I remember.
I've seen that wall.
But let's move on. Yes. Okay. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how I feel. But now some NXT stuff. August 6th, Great American Bash is the next like NXT TV special thing that they do, like how they did like In Your House as like a TV thing, and Great American Bash they do. But it's gonna be on Sci-Fi for some reason. I'm not sure as to why that episode is. I haven't looked into it.
What is NXT normally on?
USA. Same as Monday Night Raw.
Okay, then like, it can't be because of like a sport.
I mean, Olympics are still going to be going on at that time, I think.
On USA Network? Maybe?
I mean, they were doing the Olympic trials on USA. So
then maybe they might show maybe they might show the Olympics on.
Yeah, but regardless, we got that. And at Heatwave this past weekend, and new NXT champion, All Ego Ethan Page, in a turn of events that I personally did not expect.
I didn't expect it either, but hey, dude's a champion now, like a world champion. He's NXT world champion.
He is. I'm sure some sports basketball bullshit. Probably. True. Always.
But
yes.
Something else happened though.
At Heatwave?
Yeah. Or no, that was NXT, I think. Or was it?
Oh, no. That happened on NXT.
Okay. I got it mixed up. All right. Okay.
No, it's okay. That's okay. And I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Damon Kemp. Y'all remember Damon Kemp? Brother was Gable Steveson, the guy who was like an Olympian, but like couldn't wrestle to save his fucking life. Yeah, him. His brother, who Damon Kemp was actually like pretty good, was released from his contract, and they got rid of him very much like put him in the trunk type shit. You know he's doing it just to be funny. Nah,
he was so much better.
That is in the mud, blah, blah, blah. That's literally what the half of Twitter fucking sounds like.
How, though? Ethan Page didn't win shit when he was in AEW. And bro shows up to NXT, and first title match, he wins!
Oh, yeah. Oh, Matt knows that.
Yeah, I know he's fucking around, but I'm talking about the people on Twitter. If they're
the people who believe it? Yeah. Y'all got way more better things to do. Oh, yeah, so Dame is no longer on contract, so they kind of just quietly replace him with Tavion and Baby Regal and friends. And Baby Regal's going through a crisis right now, like a character crisis, because he thinks he's Tony D'Angelo, and it's a whole thing. It's very odd. And then we get to Monday. Let me just
something happened
here for a second here.
Dom is doomed.
As the title of this episode states, actions have consequences. The words from El Campeón, Damian Priest, aimed at one dirty Dominic Mysterio. You mess with the fucking bull, young boy, you get the horns.
Bro, not just any horns, you get mommy's horns.
You get mommy's horns. Mommy's back. Rhea's music hit, and I was like, ah! Like, I had a feeling, but I was like, no way. Ah! I was very happy. I was very excited. She's pissed off at Dominic, rightfully fucking so. I saw someone tweet, and, like, I didn't think about this. Dom does, like, this thing with, like, he touches foreheads with the ones he loves. He did it with his dad. He did it with Rhea. And him and Liv did it on Monday while they were in that predicament after the match. Predicament. Yeah, so Rhea's back and she's pissed. I don't give a fuck about the rest of Judgment Day as long as my terror twins stick together, Damian and Rhea. I don't care about anybody else. Because Finn's
scheming.
Oh, he's been scheming.
Yeah.
JD's Funko head looking ass tagging along with Finn. Carlito, not even in the group.
Which still, like, again, they wouldn't accept R-Truth, but they accept Carlito.
I mean, guys, R-Truth was way better.
R-Truth was so loyal, he even put himself on the merch. Come on.
He put himself on the merch. He got them a tag match, but Liv's a manipulative heathen. So that's why. What did I say? I saw someone say they got to see Stephanie Vaquer. How the fuck you pronounce her last name? Vaquer? I don't know. Wrestled her last pro wrestling match, and I wanted to punch him through my phone. Yeah, because people are dumb. Don't worry, I have news about her too. AEW made him wrestle himself. I'm pretty sure anything he does in WWE step up in regards to Ethan Page. Sure. Yeah, so mommy's back, and Dom, you're fucked, bruh.
You're gonna getting a spanking with the belt from his daddy's he's gonna wish he had that again. Compared to what he has got in store for him.
I don't know who this we is. This is a mommy podcast. We love Rhea Bloody Ripley up in here. Then we're getting a new commentator added to the SmackDown team from ESPN. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I don't know if it's Torre or I don't know. So Joe Testatori, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He's done commentary stuff for ESPN. I believe Rican TC and Vince were saying something about college games. I don't know. I heard a clip. He sounds like he's gonna be good, and he's gonna be joining Corey Graves and Whit Barrett. So 3-man booths, hit or miss. It's gonna be interesting. We will see. His dad is a murderer. Whose? What? I need context because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Is it the commentary guy?
I hope not. Oh my god. PS5 nuggies and nudes. What has mommy given anyone besides a
lady to Katie?
A lady
boner is what he
boner to Katie. Love and affection to all of her fans. She got Dom away from his deadbeat dad. It's like I want y'all.
And she made his ass relevant. Oh shit.
Oh, Oh. She helped him win his first singles title. Anyway, what is this one? Oh, so another NXT. This is the actual pay-per-view. I believe this is going to be after Bash in Berlin, because I believe Bash in Berlin is the end of August. Oh, Carlito's dad. Yeah. That's true.
Oh.
That I did know. He said fair. Yeah, see, I know what I'm doing. No Mercy. September 1st, Denver, Colorado, NXT pay-per-view. Again, I believe after Bash in Berlin, because that should be realistically the next one after SummerSlam. And SummerSlam's in like 1, 2, 3 weeks. So.
Okay.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
It's craziness here. A few more things. Tyler Bate had successful surgery when he tore his pectoral clean off the bone on NXT last week.
Oh shit, dude.
Didn't even know, and then I saw pictures. Tessa tore? Is like Torre or like tore? Like you tore something. Oh, okay. As in Tessa tore as in Tessa tore up her career being racist. Thank you, Jalen. Appreciate it, but true. Yeah, so Tyler Bate, big strong boy, successful surgery. And more NXT news. Stephanie, yeah. I gotta listen to how they fucking pronounce her name. She will be joining NXT. She was holding titles in CMLL and another place, and basically said, fuck you guys.
Well, imagine having her lose the New Japan Strong title, you know? That's what
had her lose to Mercedes, and then she was scheduled for some things for CMLL and somewhere else I can't remember off the top of my head, but basically said, I'm not going to be doing those dates because I'm going to WWE. So she dropped her belts, didn't put over Tessa in her last match in CMLL, as you should, because fuck Tessa. And hey, someone has to wrestle in those high school auditoriums, BSWs. Doesn't have to be Tessa. She doesn't have to wrestle, period. Yeah, so Stephanie will be joining NXT. NXT is getting Julia and Stephanie. Crazy.
I know. I was gonna say, I'm speechless, bro. That roster, like that women's roster, is stacked. So
it's stacked already, but now you're adding 2 phenomenal women, bro. Shit's crazy. And guys, I promise we're almost on with news and rumors. There was a lot that happened this week, so
yeah.
Pay-per-view.
When there's pay-per-views, news and rumor gonna be long as fuck.
It's a nice little chunk of my thing. Oh yeah, and AEW fans are pissed that Stephanie's going to WWE. Well, guys,
that's what happens when you set her up for failure by putting her in a winner-takes-all title match where you know Mercedes is gonna win. Like
that.
No fucking question.
She's not auditioned. Tried out. That's the word. Tried out for WWE in the past, like 2018. So like she's had ambitions to go there. So it's not that big of a surprise, guys. I promise.
I guess because they thought since she wrestled Mercedes, she was automatically gonna sign with AEW.
And AEW fans are stupid for thinking that. Let her be who she wants to be. People are dumb. Oh, okay. You brought it up. I didn't have it in my notes because I didn't even want to talk. He showed up as Trick's tag team partner, Joe Hendry.
I just wanted to say his name, and he appears. Listen, I believe in Joe Hendry.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't get it.
You don't believe?
I don't believe.
I'm just here for the song because, bro, I keep seeing him on my time. I kept seeing it on my timeline. I kept hearing the freaking song, so now it's just in my head, like.
And
that's all I know.
Matt believes in Joe Hendry.
Say his name.
Just because Matt watches TNA now.
I believe in Joe Hendry. That's all I know.
Damn, that's all I know too. But I don't know. They've been teasing him. They said his name Actually, nobody said his name on NXT that week, but they kept saying stuff about him, and they're showing his picture. He showed up. It's probably not the end of the NXT prohibited portal. I'm sorry, NXT NA prohibited portal. Plus the Rascal showed up. These people for Wes Lee. So, yeah, this isn't the end. He's like the Rack, Candyman, or Bloody Mary. Say
his name.
God damn it. Not a third time.
I believe in your hand. All right, I'm done.
Final thing I have on news and rumors, because I know, guys, we made it to the end of news and rumors. We had the winner. We crowned our winners of the Owen Cup tournament on Dynamite this past Wednesday, winning the men's Owen Cup. The All-American Nightmare Dragon, Jake Long, Bryan Danielson, defeating the Cowboy, Hangman Adam Page. Savannah, don't worry, we're going to talk about Hangman because Hangman's got some shit to do next week. I think it's next week.
It's the week after.
2 weeks. Yeah, so Hangman's got some shit to do and we're going to talk about it. Don't worry. But the real story here, we've talked about how the women upstaged the men and like Money in the Bank and the Rumble and stuff. In the finals for the women's, we had Willow Nightingale, Precious Baby Angel, and Mariah May, Precious Baby Angel.
Or so we thought.
Willow was trying to go for the 2-time back-to-back win. Mariah May doing it for Toni Storm. Well, she did for Toni Storm, but Jesus.
Not in the way we
think. Mariah wins in a very heartfelt match. Loved it between them. Now Hangman can go back to it.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll get to that. Just let's get to the.
Oh, don't worry. Question of the week. We'll get to that. Don't worry. So Mariah wins, embraces Toni, or Toni embraces her. They share a cute moment, and then we get to the top of the ramp because they have an actual ramp. Mariah takes the belt, the Owen belt, the pretty pink one, bashes Toni in the face. Whips her with the belt a few times, beats up Luther with the belt, and puts him through a table on the side of the ramp. Toni's busted open. Chin up, tits out, and watch.
Beware of the shoe. Watch for the shoe. Whatever. The shoe.
Right. Watch for the shoe. And it's very apropos that is what Mariah used to bloody and destroy Toni Storm. Now, I've seen a lot of people talking about this and praising it. And then I've seen people being like, typically like men who think that they can do whatever, being like, women bleeding on TV is weird and shouldn't happen and blah, blah, blah. Fuck off. Like we said earlier, we bleed once a month. Tough shit.
I was going to say, those women may be bleeding regardless of the turn.
True.
Just saying that they're probably bleeding elsewhere.
Honestly.
And you wouldn't know.
You wouldn't even know. But it's very much... Now, I was going to look it up, but I need to double check before I say it. Because... Hold on. Ow. Choking on nothing. Don't mind me. And... Okay. It's very much like Joan Crawford and Betty Davis. The golden age of cinema. Guys, this is Toni's character. This is what she's been. She's been that the Joan Crawford. And Mariah May has been her Betty Davis. This is legit cinema history. You guys can look this up. These two women had was insane. And then Whatever Happened to Baby Jane is a movie, phenomenal movie, by the way. You can check that out. It's basically a starlet, Toni Storm, and Mariah May enters the picture, wants to impress her, wants to be her protege, but ends up taking her spotlight. And that's literally what's happening. And we said Mariah May versus Toni Storm is going to be incredible when it happens at Wembley, because we had a very strong feeling.
And it is now.
And now it sure as shit is. It's going to be an incredible match to see what happens. And then I saw another. I wish I take pictures of people who tweet things, so sometimes they're good. Someone said we've had like silent film star Tony, and now we're like golden age cinema Tony. They want like noir Tony, where she's like she's depressed and it's dark and it's brooding. I'm like, oh my god, yes, please.
I dig it. All right.
Because she didn't fight back.
No.
She didn't try and stop Mariah. She didn't fight back. She just let it happen. She was crying. Cinema. Acting. I love it. Ah, God. I was not expecting it to be that bloody, though, and I was in awe. It's flabbergasted.
Especially with the shoe, she's the heel. Just.
Oh, I know. God.
Oh,
see, and I had a feeling everyone else was going to use, like, Tony and Mariah as their thumbnail, so we have Dom and Rhea for ours. Because we're different.
And Mommy's back.
And Mommy's back, and I'm so happy. Listen, I got, in the span of, like, a weekend, I got Cena retiring and Rhea back and Mariah happening and all.
I know, that's talk about a roller coaster.
And, like, Trick losing the title, I was not okay. Not okay in the slightest. But, Savannah, any news and rumors that I may have missed?
I saw on Instagram that Kofi Kingston and somebody else who I'm not remembering were injured. That's all I know.
Kofi's out because, like, Karrion Kross almost broke his arm. And
someone else, I should have written it down, but I couldn't.
No, it's okay.
I don't remember who else it said. I wonder if I liked the freaking post, then we're in luck. But if not, then we just won't know.
Then it's just a mystery to everybody involved, which
I think it looks like it is.
That's all right. But yeah, Kofi Kross almost ripped his arm off, and yeah, it was a whole thing. It's fucking Kross. Scarlett's the best part of that faction. I'll tell you he would. But if there is nothing else for the news and rumors, let's move on to the rest of the show. Today in women's wrestling history, today being 7-Eleven. Guys, did anyone go get a Slurpee from 7-Eleven?
I did not. No, actually, I went to go get gas at 7-Eleven and it wasn't fucking working, so I got pissed off and I left. So
she said I was out of 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven pissed me off, so no, I did not get a Slurpee on 7-Eleven.
I don't have a 7-Eleven near me, like close enough to want to go do that. You know,
7-Eleven pissed me off. Maybe I'll go get one now that the show's
Listen, you still got time.
I know.
It's 7:02 in the future.
And it's fine. I have more time because it's 5:02 here.
Haha. Technology.
Unless I don't know how long 7-Eleven has this for. One can be like, yeah, it's until like 6 p.m.
Matt loves a good Slurpee. Don't we all?
Let's
take that however you want. So today, last year on NXT, we had 2 women's matches. Cora Jade, who is almost ready to return, defeated Kalani Jordan. We now know her as our NXT Women's Champion. And Tiffany Time, Tiffany Stratton, defeated the Pitbull, Ivy Nile. So it's very interesting to see what a year make, what difference a year can make on NXT TV. So, because like Cora's hurt, Kalani's a champion, Tiff's on the main roster, and I'm on the main roster. Crazy shit. All right, Savannah.
Oh shit! Picks of the week. All right.
And you can go first since you weren't here last week.
All right, for tag teams, I have Uno and 1. They won the main event of Money in the Bank despite that hideous low blow from Tangaloa. That low blow was god-awful, but the Bloodline was on top. I know we were expecting Hikuleo, maybe Paul Heyman, but no. So
like I was thinking like someone, but then as the day was going on, I was like, oh, they put Sika to rest that day.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh shit. Then yeah, I didn't know that, or else I wouldn't have expected anyone. But
So
yeah.
that's what a lot of people expected. Someone people were like, Roman's gonna show up, and then everyone was like, well,
no, I don't think so. I didn't realize it was that day. So
yeah, it ended up being that day.
Okay, then obviously, okay. Well, at the time I didn't know, so I was expecting Hikuleo, but that makes sense, and it kind of it's a little bittersweet, or the fact that the rest of the bloodline couldn't be there.
Yeah,
but they did win, and I decided to pick them not only because they won. I acknowledge Solo. I acknowledge the bloodline, but also because of Sika's passing. It's almost like it was for him. More than anything.
Okay.
It's almost like that win was for him. I'm not saying that's how they interpreted it, but they did it for him.
They did it for Sika, which
knowledge.
That's fair. Okay. I went a different direction. I have 2 tag teams. First, I'm joking on nothing. They won the tag titles on Smack It Down. Steve I.Y. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Love a good DIY tag team. You know what I'm saying? Such a good tag team. The heart and soul of NXT, and I will say that till I die. And then I liked this pairing of Lyra Valkyria, Kaden Carter, and Katana Chance. I liked the pairing, bird party, if you will. I saw someone call them. Lyra was like dancing with Kaden in the back. I was like, oh my god, cute. Like, Lyra has friends. I love it. But then it led to an attack by Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Sonya Deville. Baby, we're back. I got Sonya and Rhea on the same thing. Oh,
Katie's winning, guys.
I was winning, and it was the best thing for me that day. So those are my 2 tag teams. Samantha,
that's fair. My famales, I have Dose. First one is Tiffany time. Tiffany Stratton winning Money in the Bank. I know we had talked about even before Money in the Bank, even before she qualified, that she should win the damn briefcase, which she did. I like your Austin theory about cashing in on Nia at SummerSlam. Would be cool to see. All I want is a successful cash-in because she deserves the title. And I don't know if you saw, I keep getting this suggested to me on Instagram from WWE Shop, those sponsored ads, for the product.
Yeah.
It's a slap bracelet of a title, but it has Tiffy's initials. It is so cute. I know. I'm like, dude, that is adorable. I think I'm so close to getting it. But Tiffy time. So yeah, she's my first woman. This is my second one. We talked about her. Mariah May, she won the Owen Cup. She's going to Wembley. It's crazy how not even a year ago she showed up.
Yeah.
And she was just Toni Storm's protege. She was just there to be in her corner. Or, I hate to say it, but the one to lose a tag match if they were in a tag match, the one to take the fall. But now she's got a big ass title match at the biggest stage in AEW,
in her home country.
Exactly. That's just incredible.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yes.
I also had, so I have 3 technically. Mariah May was one of them, and I had a feeling you were going to put Mariah May, and you said it perfectly. You said, boo, talk about it. Mariah May. Beautiful. Great. We loved it. What a turnaround. And she's been planting seeds. Oh, so good. Such good shit. And then, because they had a fantastic match at Heatwave, regardless of what Uncle Dave and dumbass Brian say, Kalani Jordan and Sol Ruka, these women put on a performance in this match. Because you know how those people be. They're like, oh, it's flippy shit. It's acrobatics. It's not a wrestling match.
It's a dance routine.
Okay, wrestling is a soap opera, as we have said many a time. It was designed to invoke emotion. we've talked about so many things that happened this past week that were emotional in many different ways. Soroka and Kalani Jordan put on a fucking performance, a show, and it was just, it wasn't a real wrestling match. It was an exhibition match. It was just gymnastics. But Savannah, no offense, you're gonna take offense to this dig for a second. I apologize in advance. But when the Bucks do it, it's not flippy dippy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like in Dave's mind.
Oh yeah. Okay, I was like, dude, I thought you meant. I don't know why I got confused, but yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's not a dig. That's the truth. Like, and that's why, like,
it's fine when like Osprey and Swerve do it, but when two biracial women do it, it's a problem.
That's very ironic and hypocritical. I've never liked, again, now you kind of have a little feeling about how I feel when people call like the Bucks or Osprey like, oh, it's just flippy shit. It's a dance routine, not wrestling. I'm like, bitch,
fun. It's entertaining.
And not just that, it's 2024, motherfuckers. Shit's different now. This is the future. So if you want to go be your old ass and talk about only how wrestling should be, like it's the fucking 80s and before, go watch the shit from the 80s and before and relive that all you want on fucking Peacock or on your DVDs or on your VHS tapes, whatever the fuck you want to watch it on. If you really want it to be exclusively that, go watch it back then. But this is how it is now, and bitching and complaining about it is not going to make people stop. So whatever you want to call it, it's wrestling now. So I don't know what to tell you.
It's just old men being stuck in their old man ways.
That's what I'm saying. They don't like change. And I'm not, I'm not saying that, like, I don't like change myself sometimes,
Yeah.
But, like, it's like, just, you don't have to like it, but at least accept it.
And there are people who will do the flippy dippy stuff. There are people who will do the heavyweight stuff. There's Braun Breaker who will just spear you in half 18 different ways. We're gonna talk about him in a second. Like it's there's something in wrestling for everybody, and you don't need to shit on what you don't like
on a specific style just because it's not your favorite,
and just because it's two biracial women. Plenty of stuff to be stuck in. Google it. Your ways are never one of them. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Yeah, and I had to listen to that 2-minute clip on Young Kings because TC played it just to piss off Freak.
I would have just like,
I should have, but I was just like, well, I need to know when it was over, so I was just like, oh, fuck. I was stewing. But I mean, hey, we got a regret out of it, and those are fun, so I'll take it as a win. All right, Savannah, your manses.
My manses. Let's see. My manses. I have two.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck if none of them won, motherfucker. Okay.
What'd you get based off your little thing? I wonder who it is. My
first one, I mean, he'd still won the Money in the Bank contract. I'm giving it to Drew. Justice for Drew. My boy can't catch a break. CM Punk is just the biggest, sharpest, ugliest, nastiest, deepest thorn in his side.
Wow.
And he just can't get it out because, you want to, but it's just going to hurt probably, or it's probably going to do more harm than good, or you're going to profusely spew blood everywhere. So maybe, I don't know, is it the best thing to do at the time? I don't know. But that is CM Punk to Drew McIntyre, and the dude just is almost like, it's almost like hell. Because he just can't, there's no escaping from him.
He's in Dante's Inferno. He's on his own circle.
Yes, yeah. And just when he's like, at the time, it's not even like, at this point, with the exception for Clash at the Castle.
This is justice for Drew.
But I guess in a way, it's like, it's either he's like so close to reaching the top and then Punk just pushes him down, or he barely gets to the top, and then Punk just pushes him down, and he goes tumbling down that mountain, and it fucking hurts.
Okay,
Justice for my boy Drew.
The way you said that, this is going to be very obscure reference. I'm not sure if anybody's going to understand this. There was an SNL skit from, I don't remember how many years
I
ago.
don't really watch Saturday Night Live, but yeah.
I only like this clip, and it's hysterical. Have you ever watched Schoolhouse Rock? You might be able to answer that.
No, yeah,
okay.
I've watched it.
Okay. So there was the Bill, the little cartoon Bill.
Yes. I'm just a Bill.
On Capitol Hill. Yes.
Yes.
So there is a clip from SNL where Kenan Thompson is dressed up as the Bill, but he continuously gets pushed down the steps and is rolling down the steps. And the way you set up the Drew Punk thing
is like that.
It's, oh my god. I'll send you the clip after this. Just so you can watch it. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
But yeah,
That's
so
all I can think about.
My poor boy Drew just, oh man. Like, and you know what's like, it's like, and like CM Punk kayfabe wise, obviously, but knows exactly, it's almost like he knows exactly what he's doing. He's letting him get a little taste of the glory and then just rips it away from him. Like, it's like, oh.
He robbed CM Punk in his hometown, then tried to co-op his family.
Bro, we're gonna pretend like Chicago, like especially now that Punk's back, they're not gonna go to Chicago like every other freaking week now. Like, he'll have other chances. But as long as he keeps screwing Drew's gonna just keep beating his ass up in his hometown. So I mean now he's suspended, so you know what? But still, justice for my boy Drew.
And who's your other pick, Savannah?
Oh, I wonder who. Oh. Bro, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Look. It is Hangman. But seriously, what the hell was the point of bringing him back for the Owen Cup if you were just going to have him fucking lose? I know Matt said, like, now he can go back to his friends, which, yes, now he is. You know, at the same episode of Dynamite, he went to the Elite's locker room and he said he would do the blood and guts with them. He's like, I'll do it, and then walks away. Yeah. Why not just have him return at Blood and Guts if he was going to be the fifth member anyway? What was the point of, building up his return, especially with that awesome video? Like, why? That's
first storyline purpose.
Shut up, no. The only thing I can think of is since he's going to help them out, I'm pretty sure he's going to help them win, maybe so. He's going to help them out. And so the Bucks will abuse their power to get Hangman another title shot. But I'm just like, dude had like 2 matches and then he loses. Like, I don't want to say it kind of derailed his momentum from, being gone for so long. But like, come.
So here's where I will disagree with you for a second. You leaders really hate stories. Leaders. That's a term. So the Bucks brought him back. Like the only reason he came back was because they made him the wild card. Mm-hmm. So, and like you needed someone to go against Jeff Jarrett, which fair. I get it. Like there were times I kept forgetting Hangman was even in this tournament because I was like, Brian's gonna go to Wembley, the whole last hurrah type shit, and then he's gonna retire and wrestle Dream. I said what I said. So it's like I get it, but I don't get it, and because we'll talk about it in the question of the week thing. After he loses, who comes out? Whose house? Swerve's house. So Swerve, when he immediately declares himself for Team AEW, who's the one person Hangman fucking hates in this business?
Swerve.
Exactly. So as soon as Swerve said he was in, Hangman knew he had to be like...
Yeah, he had to do it.
He had to.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's on... Swerve broke into his home.
Yeah, he made a fucking fantastic promo segment, or backstage promo, expressing why he needed to get his hands on Swerve.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, look.
I'm looking.
Because regardless of how this goes, okay? Because I was thinking about it to, like, maybe, Daniel or Bryan Danielson was the better way to go. Because I was like, maybe, they have him win the title. But then if he's going to retire at Wrestle Dream from being full-time, what's the point of giving him the title? So I'm like, all right, what's the point of that if he does, since he did win? But now it's like, what's the point if he's not going to win it anyway? It's like, it doesn't work either way, for me at least. Because, like, he's either going to be, he's not going to be full-time anymore. So they're either going to have him not win because he's going to be no longer full-time, or they're going to have him win only for him to either retire with, kind of like what Sting did. Retire as a champion or whatever the fuck, have his last match or whatever, and then relinquish the title. Something along those lines. So,
and that's probably what's going to happen.
Why are you going to do that 2 times? Why are you going to do that? Why are you going to do that 2 times in the same year? If that's the case, you should have had Bryan Danielson win the title earlier if you really wanted him to have this title before he retires.
Now, Wrestle Dream, I believe. Nobody want to do this. September or December?
I think it's September. It was September last year or October last year. Something like that. It was in the fall.
I don't remember. All I know is that it's in... Listen, this was my Austin theory from the jump when he said he was retiring, and I looked up where the pay-per-views are going to be. Wrestle Dream, I'm pretty sure, is the one that's in Washington.
It is in Washington, but I'm scrolling through it right now. Hold on.
Okay.
Wrestle Dream is October 12th.
Okay. So, realistically, let's say Bryan wins in Wembley. That's the end of August. Then you're giving him, and again, this is if he retires at Wrestle Dream. This was just me fantasy booking. You can blame Tony Khan for that comment. That's Tony Khan's fault. For the sickos. So realistically, you give him a month and some change title reign, or you have him hold it until World's End, and then we don't know what will happen in those few months. Because he never said specifically he's going to retire at Wrestle Dream. I just was thinking, oh my god, it's perfect.
It seems like it, though. Again, especially like you said, that's what Tony Khan does. Or that's how things roll in
because that's what the sickos want. Bryan is the type he's gonna lose.
But then look. The whole point, other than Hangman, because Hangman already had his blood feud with Swerve. So the whole point is for not only Hangman to get his hands on Swerve and beat him, but to take the title from him. Take what means the most to him. That's like his goal. That's what he is determined and what he's willing to go through tooth and nail to get to. That's his ultimate goal right now, to take the title from Swerve. So at that point, if Bryan wins the title, then it kind of defeats the point of Hangman coming back to go after Swerve. They already had the blood feud. So even if Hangman goes back and goes after Swerve, they have a match. They already did Texas Death Match. They've already done one-on-one. They've done so many things. They've already had, I believe, 3 matches already. Hangman has lost all of them. So if he wins, yes, that's something, but he's already lost 2 to 3 other times against Swerve. What more is that going to achieve for him? It's not really going to achieve much unless he takes the title from him. So if Bryan's going to win the title, then what the fuck's the point of reigniting this feud with Swerve?
Okay, everybody, let's take a deep breath.
No!
Good, I'm glad we're all here. Okay, this will be the last thing, and then we'll move on. Because we still got a little bit to do. The only thing I can see that might maybe make you happy is if at All In It, bruv. Okay? We know it's Swerve and Bryan. Hangman's gonna be there because it's Hangman. Mm-hmm. What if he just... Hey, Hangman's a sick fuck. He's a sicko.
Yes,
he could just screw Swerve over and cost him the title because he knows that's what Swerve cares about. At this point, I don't even think it's about the title for Hangman. It's about ending Swerve's existence.
Okay, but also it's like, you know, costing him the title is one. Costing him the title is one thing.
2 weeks. All out is
And
the week after.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe if not All In, they'll do it at All Out. If Swerve beats Bryan, then I have a feeling they'll maybe have Swerve versus Hangman at All Out. That's the
guess
only
what
thing.
All Out is? Chicago.
Whatever.
Oh wait,
Anyways,
I believe it's the week after.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So I feel like, again, let it play out.
The system works. Believe in Joe Henry.
I do. I believe.
Don't.
In Joe
Not
Henry.
again.
But I feel like the thing with costing Swerve the title is, yes, it kind of takes away, you know, what means the most to him, but I don't know, man. With Hangman's mentality and the way, like, he's like, you know, he broke into my home, like the way Hangman seems to, if you want to call it thinking, his process is that it has to be him. It has to be him to want to do it, or else, you know, he wouldn't have, you know, I feel like it wouldn't have been, you know, showing up for the Owen Cup, you know, the way that promo wouldn't have made as much sense. You know, he made it seem like he had to be the one to go to Wembley. He had to be the one to take the title. So I just feel like he feels like it has to be him to do it, you know?
I understand.
But we'll see. I'm just impatient.
Breathe. Deep breaths, everybody. And for my 2 manses, because that was all of Savannah's.
Oh yeah, Katie still has to do her picks.
Yeah, Katie's supposed to do hers. One, I talked about it. Braun Breaker. Big Braun Breaker.
Bro, it's
Savannah's sweating now.
I'm so heated. I freaking got.
I'm surprised you sold the hoodie on the whole time. To be fair. No, Braun is a monster. You should have had him just win the fucking title at Money in the Bank, but no, let's keep it on Same. Sure, fine. I'm pissed about the whole thing. The way Braun Breaker runs as fast as humanly possible and takes a corner as fast as he does, you can tell that man played football. You can tell. It's crazy. Scared the shit.
I was gonna say, it's also scary how big he is, you know, as fast as he can run.
Braun Breaker, scary man. And then, you know, we get a banger with Dragunov, because, like, who doesn't love those two? You know what I'm saying? And then, my other man's retaining the NXT Heritage Cup, the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo, everybody. Cannoli's up. Fuck Lexus King, but like I'm happy Tony had a match, and it was good, and I just like Tony D'Angelo. I'm excited to see where this goes. I still want Rizzo to defend it once, just against a guy for shits and gigs. I don't think it's gonna happen, but like I would really love if it did. Shawn Michaels, if you're listening, please, I beg, por favor. All right, let's get into this question of the week, because we haven't talked about AEW enough, I guess. I wasn't expecting Savannah to go on many a rant about some Hangman.
Even Drew, bro. I went in.
Drew, yeah, it's a whole thing. But we know one team for Blood and Guts. Blood and Guts, if you will. We know it's the Elite plus Hangman. Hangman is Elite adjacent.
It's a little weird, because technically he was suspended from the Elite. So is he still with the Elite, or?
That's a question you have to take up with Mathematics and Nickelback. I personally do not know.
Let me hit them up. Be like, bro, what the fuck?
Talk to Jaylee. Jaylee will be there. You can ask her. Give her a ring and ding. So we know that team. And then for Team AEW, we know 2 of the 5. We know the first person who declared themselves for Team AEW, ROH World Champion Mark Briscoe. And then, like we talked about, on Dynamite, AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland said, I'm going to be Blood Guts, but on Team AEW, because fuck the Elite. His words, not mine.
I'm like, what did you just say?
I paraphrase what he said. He has said it, not me. So with 3 spots left, now we'll talk about it in a second. Who do we think is gonna round out Team AEW? Now we know it cannot be Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston just had successful surgery on his knee, so he will be out at least the rest of the year, if not longer. Darby Allin popped his little emo head on Dynamite, so probably Darby.
And it would make sense given the history.
Yeah, like he's got beef with Jack Perry specifically. So if Darby takes spot 3, that's 2 spots left. Who do we realistically think would join Team AEW?
Let's see. I'm looking at the roster.
That's fair. I'll also just throw out some names. I have a feeling it might be the Acclaimed.
Well, after that diss track, I mean, it could very well be.
So I didn't listen to it because It was
pretty good.
I was putting laundry, and I don't like listening to Max Caster.
It was. I hate to say it, but it was pretty good for being a diss track against my boys. So. I think it could be very well. Could be.
Now correct me if I'm wrong, because I might actually be. Didn't the Acclaimed win a title opportunity against the Bucks that hasn't happened yet?
I believe so. I know they. I was going to say, I know they pinned them clean. I think they are the number 1 contenders currently for the tag title, so that could make sense. So maybe it is the Acclaimed.
I mean, because that's the only people like you're the one looking at the roster. Like,
it just doesn't seem like anyone else would make sense. You know, like I don't feel like maybe FTR, but I don't know. But again, they just came back.
I mean, they technically haven't even came back yet. That's happening. I believe Rampage or Collision, whichever one they ended up filming last night. I'm assuming.
So maybe it's them. I don't know, but
could be for the Revolver and the Bald one.
I think honestly, it's either them or the Acclaimed at this point. Like, I really don't know who else it could be.
Yeah, because like it can't be. It's probably no one in the It's not MJF and it's not Will Ospreay because they got shit to do. It's not Brian because Brian's not gonna want to deal with this shit again. Yeah, there's no one else realistically I can think of who have like beef with the Elite.
Yeah.
Because someone's got it seems like someone has beef with almost every person. Like Darby's got beef with
Jack Perry,
Swerve, and Hanger, Briscoe and Okada, I guess. And then it'd be a tag team in the Elite or the Bucks.
Yeah.
It's just do you think that they would put the Acclaimed in here since they have a tag opportunity already?
I feel like it could kind of build on that to lead up to their tag match.
Maybe because I'm assuming at this point I'm assuming it's happening at Wembley.
I could imagine, but I'm not Booker of the Year.
Throwing your mic around.
I'm not Booker Sicko of the Year, whatever the fuck.
I'm not Sicko of the Year. Listen, Tony Khan's an idiot for saying that.
I know.
I do this for the sickos.
Did you think he ate with that? Like, you just called your fans sickos.
It's like, no, I know I'm sick, but not for the shit that Tony Khan thinks I'm sick for.
And not just that, but it's almost like, yeah, we can call ourselves sickos, but what do you do with consulting?
Yeah, it's like, you call me a sicko and we're gonna have a problem. I'll call myself a sicko. But and also again, Savannah, I'm taking a dig at one of your mans. I'm sorry. This is for the sickos that you have Christopher Jericho on my screen every week. Now, I shit on the fact that he took out Samoa Joe on Dynamite, but I know the reason as to why Joe is being written off TV.
Why?
Do you remember when he filmed that show Twisted Metal?
Oh yeah. Is it because of that?
They're gonna start filming season 2.
Oh, okay then. Well,
So I believe from one of the article I read, filming is going to be like between now and October, but with like breaks in between. So like Joe could possibly like pop back up here and there, but yeah, he's kind of like one of the main people in Twisted Metal. So
yeah, he gotta go. You gotta go.
I was mad at first when it happened. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Why?" But then I like thought about it for a second. I was like, "Oh yeah, Twisted Metal is coming back." Which is a good show. If nobody's watched it, I highly recommend. Twisted Metal was really good. I can't wait for season 2. All right, Savannah. This has been a little bit of a longer one. Oh, anyone but Chris though. Big Bill, Jeff Cobb, the Bounty Hunter, Brian Keith. I don't know if he's still hurt. I don't know. So my idea. What a time we had.
Oh man, what a time.
I'm gonna need you to tell people where they can find you and all that fun stuff that you be doing.
You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, mostly on Instagram, at Y2Garcia_. There's no underscore. It's not me. I'm trying to work on something for Pro Wrestling Legacy right now. I'm getting texted. I'm getting text messages right now, so I'm a little busy. So I'm trying to kind of multitask, if you will, right now. But luckily, we're done with the show. So right now, I'm just here. Yeah. Because we have one of our big shows tomorrow. So I'm like, fuck. So
okay.
I'm trying to get something ready for that, but yeah, that's all I can say.
Okay, that's all right. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter, Katie Wrestling 13. Link to about it to get all things ShElite Showcase. I almost forgot my banners. Twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase and YouTube.com/ShElite Showcase. Typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern ish. It's like 6:15 ish. Patreon.com/ShElite Showcase. You want non-wrestling stuff? You'll get non-wrestling stuff. You go there, you pay monies, we do stuff. Woohoo! ShEliteShowcase.com. You buy merch, you support the girls. That's us. The girl and the gay. I mean, we're two of the things I say in the beginning.
Exactly.
2.5 gay? I don't know. It's a thing.
2.5 men.
It's like 2.5 men. Girl and half a gay. That sounds like a podcast. Wow.
Girl and half a gay.
Girl and half a gay. Someone can take that. I don't care. I'm not gonna trademark it. I'll be nice. Let's see. Recent episode of Getting Off is out. I do that every 2 weeks with Matt, smacking around over here. We did My Horror Showcase 4. He made me watch Children of the Corn 4. It was a time. And we talked about horror movie news and trivia and stuff. And then the newest episode of Young Kings Wrestling that will be out on Monday. I'll be there. So you can listen to that. We talked about Heatwave and we did a Money in the Bank cash-ins bracket. Y'all aren't ready for the shenanigans that ensued during that bracket, my lord. I was flabbergasted during the ending of that. So appreciate the boys for having me on. Matt was supposed to be on, but things happened, so I had to take his place. I'm very curious how Matt would have voted. I think I know. But enough rambling on my part here. Let me go to the right thing here. There we go. Thank you guys again so much for watching, listening, hanging out with us for this hour and some change.
I know, right?
It's all right. It happens. It's a pay-per-view week. It happens. But thank you guys again. Until next time. Bye-bye.